Guys, welcome back to FBTV. Now, one of these days, the name is going to change. But let's talk about a picky eater. When I was a kid, my mom said, "I didn't know you didn't like such and such." We was broke. I like anything that come on my plate. Dogs, oftentimes, especially when they've only been given dog food, they don't want to try new things. You'd be surprised what the mind does and how limited the mind becomes when it's accustomed to eating one concept. Me growing up, it was chicken fingers. You know, you're a kid, you're like, we go to a nice restaurant, I say, hey, let me just have the chicken fingers, because that's all I understood. Truly, that's all I did. The only thing that made sense to me was chicken fingers. My dad said, hey, when we go somewhere else, boy, you don't order no chicken fingers again. You need to read the menu and ask questions. Oh, never thought about that. So now when I'm saying, I remember the first time I had goat cheese ravioli. It wasn't that good, I gotta be honest with you. But I never forgot it because he forced me to try new things. You want your dog to at least try new things. And right now what we've seen is there's not pandemonium, but an interest in people attempting to, man, you know what? You think my dog can eat chicken? I mean, it can. You think my dog could eat a turkey neck? It can. You think ground chicken or the beef would be good for my dog? It might be. I tried to give it to him, he wouldn't eat it. That's fair. Fasting for 2 days and find other ways to encourage him to try new things by rebuilding his base once you fast him. So Better Best Dog, Jamarcus, he says, hey, Deuce won't eat the turkey necks and we need him to eat as much collagen as possible. So I said, fasting for 2 days, give him the turkey neck. You go to his page, guess what ends up happening? Deuce is like that. He chewing the heck out of that thing. Then you start inviting it back in with his dog food, because he is on dog food. We're not going to tell his owner what to do or how to do it, but if he's in our possession, we have to just at least enrich his food some. And then find what he does like and what works and what doesn't work. What we do know is he's interested now in potentially trying a turkey neck. I think he finished it, if I'm not mistaken. And then for me also, you say, hey, let's say I give Eco a big carrot. He might not want to eat the carrot, people. It's a whole carrot. And then sometimes he gets real motivated if other dogs are around. So instead of giving him a carrot, you get shredded carrots, people. You get blueberries, you get broccoli. You steam the broccoli. You steam the broccoli potentially along with the carrots and sweet potatoes. You steam those things and beef bone broth. It makes it very interesting to a dog when it's trying things that it potentially likes but doesn't know that it likes because you've only been feeding it one thing. The number one thing I try to do, if you've watched anything, is keep the diets versatile. That means we invite everything I can find that a dog can consume and that's healthy for the dog. We invite it in. I make sure early on we build a spectrum on their diet in terms of making sure they're willing to eat venison, pork, beef, ground beef, lamb bones, venison rack of ribs. I mean, they literally get some of the best food possible. And it's all because, if I'm being honest, my dad told me to keep an open mind. And then once you start learning about aminos and how they work together and that, you can't always get one. Every protein varies in its amino availability, and we want to maximize the dog's potential. So what do? We literally just make sure they get as much as possible by combining every meal with 2 meats. So if you're on Instagram, thank you for subscribing to the Feeding Club. If you're on here, I'll be bringing classes together. I'm laying them out this week. We're going to pound town. We're going to pound it out, meaning how much, especially going into January where you guys can be super supportive of your dog's long-term health. I don't know about you, but it bothers me that the Guinness World Book of Records only has one dog who lived till 30. And let me be very clear, I've never met in my life a person who didn't want their dog to live one more year. And I don't think I ever will. Now, I'm not saying every dog's gonna make it to 30, 20, hell 15. But what I do know, if you could do one more thing to enhance your dog's life and keep it alive for a little bit longer, I believe you would. And 9 out of 10 times it's just because we don't have the education. And I'm a teacher at heart, and I love teaching. Doesn't mean I know everything. It means as I learn, I'm happy to share and make it make sense. So as always, people, take care of your dog. If you want to know how to solve picky eating, sign up, subscribe, message me, join the community. And as always, take care of your dogs.